Magnificent leg lamp, bringer of light in a world slightly dimmed, beacon of hope in a world not so hopeful. I've missed my chance to make a Halloween video. Buy a lot! What should I do, oh knower of things like this? Oh, fuck you. Silent Hill! Made by Konami in 1999, Silent Hill 1 was debatably the best horror game of its time. It came out around the time survival horror was at its best, with games like Resident Evil and the first Alone in the Dark. And just like those games, it was built not to gun down armies of the undead, or vanquish demons back into the pits of hell, but to quietly and intensely bring you into a world that's both familiar and unsettling. It was fucking great! Then afterwards, the series started to expand a bit more with Silent Hill 2, which may be declared as the Grand Emperor of horror games, because Yahtzee said so in that one video! Now, I'm not saying that Silent Hill 2 is a bad game in any way, nor does it deserve all the credit that it's gotten over the years. It's just that, I fucking hate Australia. But all hot, juicy racism aside, there is a very good reason why people like Silent Hill 2. So let's talk about Silent Hill 3. So the story starts out with... So after that, we wake up to find a teenage girl in a carnival. Then she's hit by a train. Then we're formally introduced to our main protagonist, Heather, who is the best Silent Hill character to ever be a part of the Silent Hill gangs. And I can see many of you asking right now, well, what about James Sunderland? What about this guy, huh? What about this Guy Seehee? Guy Seehee, man. Well, fuck you. Many of the characters of Silent Hill are all very well written and likable, but the only one that's ever been the most true to life is Heather. And I believe it's best explained in this scene.
Heather, I need to speak with you. My name is Douglas Cartland. I'm a detective.
A detective? Really? Well, nice talking to you.
Well, I don't know. Maybe she was being a little hard on him. I mean, it's not like he made it weird or anything.
This is very important. It's about your birth.
Oh, you. I am going to love you. Running through the mall. Don't have any interesting things to say, so I won't. No, I won't. Hey, look, there's a gun. Won't that be fun? Oh, no, there's a monster. Shoot 'em, bang, bang. So this is where the main idea of the game starts to show up. Throughout the story, you'll be placed in different buildings and are expected to explore the areas looking for your objectives. You do so by paying attention to your ammo, health, and map. It's treated a lot like Resident Evil for that reason, except that the focus is taken away from combat and pushed more towards puzzles. Puzzles. Fuck. Like this one. Oh. Kill shit? No. It's not gonna work. No, that's not gonna work! What? And now for a little story. So Heather's just walking around the mall looking for some more unholy blood to spill when she meets up with...
I am Claudia.
So what?
I love how normal she is! So this woman's Claudia, if you couldn't tell. She's basically the Amish version of Margaret White and is... just a joy to listen to.
The rebirth of paradise, despoiled by mankind.
Can't get enough of it. So Claudia starts talking her talk, and Heather don't give two shits about any of it, like she does, so Claudia just leaves. Oh, also, I think it's a headache, but fucking, it doesn't matter. Just take some Tylenol. Back to more puzzle solving. Christ! I tried reading this door and got smacked. Then I tried switching the language to Japanese and got smacked. Now I got a rusty pipe. Alright, so I finally read the door and... yeah, I'm still lost. Well, that's fine. Whenever I'm stuck, I usually just like to wander around the place until I eventually... shut up! You know, sometimes I feel like this game just has way too much wandering around. So I guess I fucked around in this mall enough. Might as well just climb down this snake eater ladder and... fight a penis vagina. So you kill the monster, the world turns back to normal, and you try to forget about this Freudian nightmare you were just in. And then the detective shows up again.
What should I do?
His name's Douglas, by the way. So Heather decides to try and head home by way of the subway, and unlike any real subway, this one has absolutely, positively nobody in it. Except for Minmo. So, through a series of sweet puzzle solving, I eventually got a shotgun. Then rode on a train from hell and killed one monster while I made the other one watch. I am beating your friend! I am beating your friend! So I take the train ride for a while, kill some monsters, take the stairs, take the hall, and then I find myself in an underground factory. Okay. By the way, when I first enter the factory, I'm greeted with this. Can you feel the tension? Alright, so I think I know how to get out of here. If I can just go down one floor, then I'll just... wait! I can't climb down there. I mean, I'd love to go down that hole, but there's water down there. Dirty water. Huh. Much better. Damn, scuff the suit. Alright, I think I'm almost out of here. Just need to cross this bridge and... Silent Hill is a registered trademark of Konami Computer Entertainment Tokyo Incorporated. Japan! Japan! Got it! Got it! Oh, God! Fuck. So, getting very much away from that, we eventually move out of the sewer. It's like we were never even there at all. It was so short. And move into a random building. Oh, hey, guys. I don't even know how we're gonna get Heather from the third area back to her house. Doesn't she just take the train to get home? No. After the train section, she ends up in an abandoned factory. What? Hey, what do you guys think about her randomly showing up in a building? Do you actually work here? Okay, cool, thanks! So while exploring this lovely building, I eventually find a closet with some health packs and, a katana. So this is what's known in the Silent Hill universe as the Otherworld. The horrific, monster-filled version of the totally normal, not already filled with monsters world. In all seriousness though, I fucking love this. I've always been a big fan of the dark side, or Otherworld. When a character or a place has an evil equal that has to be conquered over in some way. Transforming something that you knew to be safe into a personal hell. It's a simple taste, but I love every second of it. So, after wandering around for a little bit, you eventually meet up with Vincent. He's apparently part of the same religious group that Claudia is a part of, except that he's not all about the destruction of man and what have you. Except he is still a little bit too derpy to trust.
Heather.
But maybe we should be more concerned about Heather's dad, Harry, because as Vincent says...
He's a pretty sneaky guy.
Alright, I'm finally out of the building and I'm heading home.
And I would just like to take this time to explain that I am about halfway through Silent Hill 3 right now, and I have yet to enter Silent Hill. Food for thought.
So Heather walks back to her apartment and finds that her dad's dead?
Oh?
Alright, this isn't the weirdest thing to happen in my gaming experience, and especially not for a Silent Hill game, but it's definitely beyond random. At least with people like Mary from Silent Hill 2, you learn about the character over the course of the game, so you get some kind of emotional connection to them. In this guy's case, all we get is a, "Yeah, don't worry, I'll remember to pick up the milk." And Heather doesn't have milk, so I don't even know what's going on. So Heather runs to the rooftop of her apartment to find Claudia.
You're late.
Although Heather ain't having any of that shit.
I'll get you for this!
So Heather tries to shoot Claudia in the face, but misses or whatever, and decides to drive to Silent Hill to shit on everything. But of course she can't drive herself, being whatever vague high schoolish age she is, so she asks Douglas to give her a ride.
If it'll make you feel better, I will.
On the way to Silent Hill, in between her violent, murderous fantasies, Heather reads up on who her father was, and finally gives us a little emotional character development. So what we already know is that this guy's name is Harry. Then, we learn how he somehow got involved with the exploits of the cult in Silent Hill, which eventually resulted in him taking out their god before they could complete their ritual, making them just a little bit pissed off at him. Then we learn that Heather isn't the biological father of Harry, but was actually born and slightly raised by the cult members of Silent Hill, before Harry adopted her.
Damn! Yo, this Harry guy is actually kind of a badass. All of these events that they've explained Harry doing actually would make for a really cool adventure. It actually kind of begs the question why there wasn't ever a Silent Hill game based around this guy. You are fucking hilarious!
So Heather and Douglas make it to Silent Hill, and after getting a tip from Vincent, they figure they need to find a dude named Leonard Wolf in order to find Claudia. Douglas decides to check the amusement park, and Heather decides to check the hospital because... So the hospital section is your basic Silent Hill map. You're inside a big building with multiple floors that you have to explore by solving puzzles and beating up gimpy enemies.
But the one thing about this level that makes it so memorable is... Stanley.
A creepy stalker that leaves a bunch of eerie letters to Heather all over the hospital. They range from awkward to scary to lock the doors! Shall I write something of my own? On my chest, since I can't cut it open to show you my heart. A world for us alone. More beautiful than this one. Heather. My goddess. Heather. My lover. Heather. My... So me and my super smart brain are just walking around this hospital.
No big deal, when suddenly... Yes?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. Oh, I forgot your name.
Who are you?
Oh, okay, thanks. Happy birthday, dear. Who are you? Happy birthday to you.
So after I got done talking to Yuri of the Wind, I got another call from Leonard Wolf saying I should go down to his basement and talk to him.
I see no negative repercussions here. Oh, fuck.
So after Heather kills Wolf Job, she senses somebody's fucking around in her apartment, so she quickly speeds to find Vincent being Vincent.
You don't understand?
So Heather's told that Douglas wanted to let her know that Claudia is at the church. So she then decides to go to an amusement park.
Now, I kind of skimmed over the hospital section, which is admittedly the longest and most interesting part of Silent Hill 3. So, for the amusement park section, I'll spare you no expense.
The Silent Hill 3 amusement park section is one of the greatest levels ever designed by Akira Yamaoka. You will have recurring flashbacks to the beginning of the game. You'll joyously run through a haunted mansion with a red light that somehow kills you. You will be enchanted by the merry-go-round that includes a section where you kill your future self, ensuring you never dye your hair black. And finally, what would an amusement park be without Disney licensed characters?
Oh, shit! Oh, man! They found me! Oh, God! They came throwing printers at me!
Also, Douglas is seen in the park on a date with Claudia, and things were going pretty good until Claudia started getting into all her cult stuff again, and, well, Douglas kind of faded out.
Paradise? For castrated sheep, maybe. Sounds pretty boring.
Then sometime later, Heather meets up with Douglas, and you remember that time when Heather tried to shoot Claudia but missed or something? Well, I guess that bullet went astray and hit Douglas in the kidneys, because now he's dying or whatever. So, Heather's all funned out after the amusement park and finally decides why not go to the church. But Claudia's kind of confused.
How did you get here? It was Vincent, wasn't it?
Yes, Vincent must have told you. Why else would you decide to go to a church looking for a religious person?
Checkmate.
One more time, I'm back with a new rhyme. Hey, here we go again. Turn it up, my friend. No, we don't stop. We rock the spot.
No, actually, Heather misses again or something, and Claudia's still confused.
Alyssa.
Then Heather remembers she had to take a shit, giving Claudia enough time to briskly walk away.
So is everyone following? 'Cause I'm Darren Moore.
So, for the sake of not repeating myself too hard, the church section is the final map of the game and is, weirdly enough, not exactly the longest. I mean, I wouldn't say that it's flabbergastingly easy, but for the final level, all it really is just a couple sections where you collect keys, and the only notable thing really being that half of your map is drawn by a kindergartner, but you do some shit, see some shit, and finally you end up at the final boss right behind this door. Why, hello! I am the magical door before the final boss! In order to open my door of secrets, you must explore the church to find the enchanted cards. Then, you must arrange each card to satisfy the riddle of... Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Ah! So behind the door is another hallway with a light that kills you somehow, which eventually leads to the last room of the game. And in it, we see Vincent, now on a date with Claudia.
Jeez, girl, keep it in your pants, why don't you?
Then the second bullet that Heather misfired strikes Vincent and he dies. Or Claudia stabs him. I don't know. I'm just wondering why Heather hasn't shot her yet. And then the shits really start to get to Heather, and
Goddess. Claudia!
Get the fuck out from behind there!
No!
Get out! You're finishing it! You're finishing it!
If I could explain what I just saw... Well, here we go. game, Heather was carrying was carrying the god that Claudia wanted to birth, but the baby had to be born through hatred, and that's why Claudia killed Heather's father. So, but Heather stopped it because she took a necklace and she took her necklace and she took a little thing out of it and ate it. And then she then she threw it up. She threw up the fetus of the god onto the floor. But then Claudia picked up the fetus and she swallowed it. And she swallowed it. And then she fell down a pit, got naked, and gave birth to a god.
What the fuck else can I say about this game? It's the only game in the series that goes so insanely goofy in its presentation that it flips around and is amazing. The characters, the environment, the story, everything is so gloriously designed as pure insanity.
And I love it.
Showing you clips from the game and commentating over it is barely scratching the surface of what this game is all about.
You have to play it for yourself. Don't worry. It's not that scary.
While I was researching this game, I figured out that there was some kind of remake that recently came out which changed the voice actors in favor of more traditional voice actors, a la the Silent Hill 2 HD collection situation.
I'd say stay away from that one because all the actors of the original cast do a perfect job at being awkward. And also, major props to Heather Morris. You are the only Silent Hill character that's able to sound normal, but still interesting. Oh yeah, and also Donna Burke, who was also in Silent Hill 2, you do a great job at sounding fucking crazy. What am I, a fucking credit scroll? I'm a man. So try and get past the major praises towards Silent Hill 2 and give Silent Hill 3 a chance, because sometimes the unexpected might surprise you. But for now, good day, good evening, good morning, or good night, complete strangers. The name is Jradgex, and I'm an expert.